a leap.
Hi, my name is Susan Jordan. Good morning. I'm a member of the group 6, along with Susan James, Kay Wilson, Jerry Stone, Dale Tinner, Mike and Joanne Kane, and Earl Stevens and Diane Evans. We decided to, after some consideration, to give to Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. They have a clothes closet that they keep stocked for people who come in an emergency type situation and haven't had time to pack a bag. So we felt that that was really a good need. And Susan James got on the phone and talked to the assistant to the director of donations and got a list of items that they continually need. So she and Kay Wilson went shopping, and they spent $501 at Walmart, and they bought shoes, jeans, shirts, t-shirts, underwear, and undershirts. And Susan made labels, and they applied each of these labels that said given by Advent Presbyterian Church, and they attached a label to each article of clothing. And on March the 5th, Monday, Jerry Stone got the van, and we loaded it up, took it down to Le Bonheur, and we were greeted by Ashley Williams, who's the assistant who Susan talked to, and with a cart. They helped us unload. We took it to the donation center and met the director of donations, and they were just, they were in disbelief that we had done this. And we told them all about the Big Give, which they thought was an awesome idea. And so that was it. We also made 3 baskets filled with protein bars. Bye.
Group 9, composed of Pastor Greg Ott and Heather Ott and Debbie Bailey, Tom Bailey, Evelyn Eads, Sally Lytle, Rod Spar, and Susan Spar, did 2 worthwhile projects for the Big Give. A Bartlett laundromat on a Saturday afternoon. Thanks to the Spars' generosity, the washers and dryers were fully paid for over a 3-hour period that benefited dozens of persons. Evelyn and Sally were the busiest of the team, interacting with patrons and putting quarters in their machines. Many stories came from that mission. Sally remembers one tall truck driver who looked up and down and all around when told that we were paying for his wash. He said he thought it was a trick, and he was very appreciative. Many of the surprised and grateful persons asked for more information about Advent Presbyterian Church, including the worship times. Our second project gave away more than 24 pairs of new shoes to homeless persons, and we distributed to the homeless 20 backpacks filled with personal hygiene items, pre-stamped postcards with Advent pins and nutrition bars and wristbands that were imprinted, embossed with affirming scripture verses. Those items were given to 13 men and 7 women who came to the clothing closets at First Presbyterian Church on that Sunday, and the recipients were very surprised and most happy. Our Big Give team bonded quickly, and we felt the missions were great experiences, and seeing and hearing their responses from those who received Advent's Big Give was a joyous celebration, putting faith and hospitality into action.
Good morning. This is a report for the Big Give Group number 11, Paula McCallow's Bible Discovery Class project. We decided to use the Big Give budget with the hope of adding something that mattered to the lives of teenagers and young adults in Memphis through the education of young students. We wanted this project to be manageable and measurable. Shady Grove Elementary School is a Title I school. As you may know, classroom supplies are underfunded in our school system, and teachers often use personal money to purchase the products they need. Our $500 Big Give budget was used to provide personal use classroom supplies for two Shady Grove Elementary School teachers. Leonera is a K-5 music teacher, and she needed music teaching supplies for her class. She will receive 2 sets of 12 Orff mallet musical sticks at a total of $252. Beth Raspberry, who some of you may know, is a first grade teacher in Shady Grove Elementary School, and the use of the Acabus is required in the Shelby County Schools Eureka Math curriculum. Each teacher was given only 1 Acabus. Ms. Raspberry had been borrowing some from other teachers. She will receive 20 100-bead Acabus for her students to share for a total of $250. Our total expenditure was $502. Pastor Joe, I reckon you'll have to take that other $2 over out of Paula's teaching salary, the Sunday school teaching salary. There's 3 other additional projects that came up, and y'all can talk to Paula about them because I don't want to run over time. Y'all have a good day.
Good morning. My name is Rena Booth, and I was with Group 2. On our second meeting, we agreed on 2 projects to split our $500. The first one, a teacher from Willow Oaks Elementary School came to us and told us about the many, many needs of their students. She told a particular story about a set of twins who came to school. One twin came on Monday and Wednesday. The other twin came on Tuesday and Thursday, and they never came on Fridays. So the school staff was curious, and they asked the twins, how come you guys aren't here every day? What's going on? And they said, well, we only have 1 uniform, and we each alternate and we wear it. And on Friday, we wash it. So we thought that was a great need. So Nina Tenner and I went shopping at Walmart again and got uniforms and shoes and belts. You can see on the screen. The other portion of our money, again, this started in January, February. Remember how cold it was. So a lot of people were having much trouble with their MLGW bills. A gentleman in our group had a friend that lived in Tipton County, and he was speaking with him about the difficulties he was having paying his bills. And he said, does Advent ever help out with utility bills? Little did this gentleman know that the man had lost his job 6 months ago, and his teenage daughter and he were just about to have their utilities cut off. So they met him in Atoka and paid his electric bill for 6 weeks. The man was overcome with gratitude and joy for Advent, and our group felt gratitude and joy as well that we could provide that for them. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Brad Van Frank. My wife, Kim, and I serve with group number 15. Other members include Ken and Melissa Carlton, Rich and Jane Lando, Gretchen Mitchler, and Gloria Thomas. The Memphis Union Mission is a great ministry in the Memphis community, and it was the recipient of our gift and service. We had a few participants in our group that added to the amount of money that we received from the church and raised our total giving amount to $600. The Memphis Union Mission is a wonderful resource. It provides shelter, food, clothing, and medical services to help the homeless, the hungry, and the hurting. After contacting Dr. Randy Daniels, one of the pastors at the mission, we decided to split our gift and our service by purchasing 86 daily bus passes that the pastors at the mission would manage for the residents that needed transportation. These bus passes will help the residents or the individuals to get to an interview or to a job or to some other appointment that otherwise would be very difficult or impossible. We put the other half of our gift to fund an evening meal and volunteered to serve over 190 men on a Tuesday evening. Ken Carlton of our group led the entire group in prayer that evening before the meal, and we all helped to serve a very grateful group of men. The members of our group felt very blessed to serve in this manner and are inspired to continue to participate in these worthwhile and impactful events. As a matter of fact, a few of our members of the group will continue to serve as volunteers down at the mission. I want to thank the Advent session, Pastor Joe, and the Advent staff for this wonderful event. Thank you.
Thanks, Brad. I've got the privilege to share for groups 17 and 18. Those are two of our student ministry groups. Since I'm sharing for two groups, I expect to have 4 minutes before the music. This is a write-up from Greg Ott, who leads our student ministry. He says, "We were very glad to see two groups of students sign up for the Big Give. Advent's youth have such big hearts and compassionate ambitions. The toughest part of working with these groups was corralling their many ideas into a single item." Let's start with Big Group 17. Big Give Group 17 is made up of 6 middle school boys: Iman Sledge, Spencer Pruitt, Holden Shaw, Sammy Cannon, Nathan Stone, and Cameron Panter. They decided to settle on 2 separate ideas that they had passion for. They wanted to create duffel bags to give out to people who were homeless. They each made a duffel bag with protein bars, peanut butter crackers, socks, water bottles, and a blanket. In order to increase their awareness of the needs around them, they each took on the mission of finding someone that needed this care package, exchanged the bag for their name and any prayer requests that they had. They also wanted to help single moms in a practical way, so they met 2 different single moms at Kroger and purchased about $160 worth of groceries for each. They walked out to the car after Kroger with smiles on their faces, saying how happy it made them to help somebody else. Then go to Big Give Group 18. Big Give Group 18 is made up of 4 teenage girls: McKenna Hewlett, Lily Sparks, Allie McDaniel, and Randy Panter. They came up with plenty of ideas to help others, but they narrowed it down to one. They wanted to help the Lasue community of Memphis. The Lasue community provides a home for women who have survived trauma, addiction, trafficking, and prostitution. The women learn to live in a community as they access their other organizations for healing. They heard about a need from the director of the home for help with their MLGW bill and a new grill for their backyard. The current residents enjoy grilling as the weather gets warmer, but they had to use aluminum foil and duct tape to hold their old charcoal grill together. So they went out and purchased a larger and better charcoal grill for the home, complete with a cover, utensils, a few bags of charcoal, and burgers and buns. They plan on returning soon to assemble the grill and to enjoy a grilled meal with the ladies of the Lasue House. Group 18 had $330 left after the purchase of the grill, and they waited for the next MLGW bill to arrive. God pleasantly surprised them when they found out that their bill was $329. They were glad to help the women of the Lasue community and look forward to serving them more in the future. God is good all the time, and amen.
Good morning, I'm Polly Shrimper, and I'm representing Group 4. What an exciting project the Big Give has been. Our group, number 4, had some really good ideas from the beginning, but we discovered early on that we didn't have enough cash to do what our hearts wanted to do. We solved that problem quickly and threw in a little more cash in the pot until we doubled our $500. I'd love to tell you about all of the projects, but the clock is ticking, so I'm just going to mention 4 and then describe the last. We blessed a family at Kroger with a gift card and come to find that this father was an Iraqi war veteran and suffering from a number of injuries. We blessed several people at a gas station and surprised them by paying for their gas. We provided grocery money to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes coordinator and his wife, and then filled blessing bags to give to the homeless. Our last project was giving $500 to Moriah House. Moriah House is a ministry of the Memphis Union Mission, and it's a long-term Christian care facility for women and their children. It's a place of refuge for those who are coping with such things as alcoholism or domestic abuse or addiction. Referrals come from churches, treatment centers, hospitals, counselors, and other ministries. There's space for only 15 women, and it's a year-long program which is provided at no charge to the residents. The purpose of this structured program is to disciple and minister to these women and their children A director and a staff of counselors who are assisted by volunteers have a goal of leading them to Jesus Christ. After working through their issues, clients receive training in such matters as budgeting, parenting, conflict resolution, and building successful relationships. They also receive assistance to complete their educations or job skill training. If clients consistently do not follow the rules, they're asked to leave. When they graduate, they're given a dinner and their celebration and celebrates their success. Multiply that by 18 or 20 and think of the impact on the community. Go Advent.